I have heard it said that what is important is what we do in the dash, the time in between our dates of birth and death. My mother lived a great dash. Her first role was daughter. She was the oldest child of Dan and Marie Tyson. Her second role was sister to two younger brothers, my uncles, H. Joe and Paul Tyson. Her next role was wife. I remember once my parents getting out their love letters, trying to end the debate once and for all who asked whom for marriage. My father would often, in playful exasperation, call her Ronda, Ruth, Tyson, Vic, Hines, Ketchup, Norris. The reason for all those names has never been clear to me, but the rattling off of the list always brings a smile to my face. Then she was mother. I am convinced she is the greatest mother who ever walked this planet. I was her baby and held that position from the time of my birth until her too early exit from this earth. My older sisters felt her love and adored her, but to me she was the embodiment of all that was good. Anyone who thought differently found a permanent home on my list of people I do not like. I must say that I have had trouble remembering she had any less than stellar qualities, even though she would have been the first to tell you she was not perfect, and often did remind me she was not as wonderful as I seemed to believe she was. She was a preacher's wife, a role she did not want but embraced with good grace. She was an introvert, and I know it was often difficult for her to be a hostess and to be on display to the church, but she handled it with grace. In her later years, she reached out to other preachers' wives, knowing it was a lonely and thankless job. She was Tupperware lady. I do not remember a time when there was not Tupperware in the house. I shudder when people call lesser plastics Tupperware. She was grandmother. My sisters each gave her 4 grandchildren. Her grandchildren all adored her. She was what you think of when you thought of grandmother, all loves and hugs. She handled her terminal illness with grace. I have been told that she shared her faith with everyone she met in the course of her illness. She was originally given 6 weeks to 6 months to live, but instead lived 4 years, touching the lives of everyone she met. As her daughters became adults, she changed her role from mother to friend. We loved Dickens on the Strand with her, and the nights of playing cards, even though she cheated and would tell us we had to let her win, because she was dying. She loves snowmen and lighthouses, and I think both are fitting. They speak of joy and hope, and that is what she was to all of us. Joy and hope, to everyone whose life she touched in all her many roles.